Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Strom from Oasis Senior Advisors, and this morning I have the pleasure of interviewing Jane Archer of Wood, Gutmann, and Bogart. How are you, Jane?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good,
I'm wonderful.
nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Thanks.
So I was wondering, could you tell us a little bit about your background and the firm?
I would love to. That would be great.
Excellent.
I started in the employee benefits industry back in 2008. I worked for a large benefits enrollment firm where we did large groups, anywhere from 500 to 30,000. So I was there for about 5 years. From there, towards the end of my time there, my father had fallen ill, and through that whole experience of going through Medicare as a layman, I decided that it was important for me to get my Medicare certification so that I could help other people not have that same horrible experience with Medicare. From there, of course, I kept my Medicare licensing, and then I moved on to a financial firm where I received my Series 6 and 63 securities licensing so that I could help with all different types of other policies, life insurance, long-term care plans, investments, in addition to my Medicare and employee benefits background. And then from there, I was offered a job here at Wood, Gutmann, Bogart, and here I do Medicare, I do individual health plans, and I do small group business. So any small group, you don't even have to have more than one employee, and I can help you with group benefits. We can offer all kinds of things for your group.
Well, thank you, Jane. Appreciate that information on your background and how you got into the company. So now I was wondering, you'd mentioned that you help with insurance services for smaller businesses. Could you talk a little bit more about what those services are and how that works?
Sure, absolutely. I can help groups with as little as one employee get medical, dental, vision, accidental death and dismemberment, life insurance, retirement plans, worksite products, and a lot of other things that they don't think that they can get, including retirement plans.
Well, thank you, Jane. So you mentioned that you can help with smaller companies. Now, I work in the senior industry as a placement agent, and I work with a lot of smaller board and cares. Can you talk about how the products and services that you offer can benefit board and cares and smaller businesses like that?
Yes, I would love to talk about that. So the way that I can help board and care facilities specifically would be if they had all W-2'd employees or 1099 employees or a combination of both. I'd be able to help them get similar types of plans that larger groups enjoy. And it includes all of the ones that I've mentioned, worksite products, just about everything. I also here at Wood Gutmann thankfully have a lot of resources for any commercial insurance you would need. You would need liability, you'd need workers' comp. We have resources for all those things here.
Well, thank you, Jane. Now that we've talked a little bit about small businesses, now I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about the small business owner and services and products that you can help the small business owner specifically with.
Sure, that would be great. We can definitely talk about that. So I have two examples where I can help the small business owner. One example would be a key man life insurance policy. What this is designed to do is if something were to happen to the owner or the most key person in the company, then this would allow the company to have extra money in order to allow employees to still get paid, business to keep running, and all the expenses that you would need to have someone come in and make sure that the business is functional. That's the first thing. The second thing would be a buy-sell agreement type policy. This is where you would have more than one small business owner in the company. If one of them passes away, and then the spouse would end up being your new business partner. So in cases where you don't want to have that situation, a buy-sell policy or agreement would be put in place so that you both can dictate how you would like that to go in the event you should pass away.
Well, thank you, Jane.
Sure.
Now, let's talk a little bit about, there's a lot of misconceptions about insurance products for small businesses and small business owners. Can you address some of those misconceptions and the realities of those misconceptions?
Absolutely, that would be great.
Wonderful.
So one of the largest misconceptions that I hear quite often from small business owners is that they don't feel that they can, one, get the same kind of benefits that a large employer would have, and two, actually offer as many benefits as a larger employer. Neither one of those are true. I can get them similar type plans. They're not exactly the same because with different size groups there are different types of networks and costs and things like that. But they're very similar benefits: medical, dental, vision, life, AD&D. And then in addition to that, there are several benefits that a small employer will not look at because they think it's an extra added expense to them, which is also not true. There are lots of worksite products. For example, Aflac. Aflac carries products that are what you can offer to your employees. That would be accident plans, hospital plans, cancer plans, and so many other types of plans, but you can offer them on what's called a voluntary basis. That means that you can add them to your benefits offering, and then your employee will pay per paycheck for these benefits themselves. They're very inexpensive, to the tune of maybe one Starbucks coffee per paycheck per week.
Well, thank you, Jane. Appreciate all that information. So now if a client or an owner would like to call you for questions, what's the best phone number to reach you at?
Sure. The best phone number is 714-824-8304.
Wonderful. And if somebody would like to email you with questions, what is your best email address to reach you at?
The best email address is jarcher@wgbib.com.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. It's been great.
Thank you, Jane. Bye, everybody.
Bye.